In this segment, I want to talk about drunk drivers, what damages we can pursue, and who can potentially be held responsible for their negligent actions. Whenever a drunk driver causes harm to one of our clients, we pursue compensation and punishment against the defendant. By compensation, we seek damages against the defendant to compensate the injured victim for their injuries, their medical bills, lost wages, and their pain and suffering. And then we seek to punish them through civil damages. The district attorney or the solicitor will work on the criminal charges against the defendant for operating the vehicle while under the influence, and we certainly assist with that. But we go after the defendant driver for punitive damages. And what are punitive damages? These are damages the law allows us to punish a defendant for their bad conduct and to deter the defendant from repeating the bad conduct. Because the defendant caused the wreck while driving under the influence of alcohol, Georgia law allows us to seek these punitive damages. Now, let's talk about the extensive investigation that we do on these claims involving drunk drivers. First of all, we investigate all potential defendants, and we ask the following questions. Was the drunk driver operating their own vehicle or driving a vehicle owned by another person? Did the person that loaned the vehicle know, or should they have known, that the driver was impaired by alcohol when they allowed them to use it? Was the drunk driver known to be a habitually reckless and dangerous driver due to their past DUI charges or dangerous driving behaviors? And was the drunk driver on the job when the collision occurred? Another thing that we investigate is when, where, and how the person consumed the alcohol. We want to know if there are other potential negligent parties. Most states have what they call Dram shop laws. These are laws that put potential liability upon an establishment like a bar, a restaurant, or a pub if someone was served alcohol and they knew that person was underage or they were visibly intoxicated, and they also knew that that person was going to drive and potentially cause a wreck after leaving that business. Georgia law even puts a responsibility on private citizens, and this is known as social host liability. A social host is someone that provides or allows alcohol to be consumed in their home or at a party that they are hosting. The host assumes the responsibility similar to that of a business owner if the impaired driver leaves their party and causes a wreck. It's the host's responsibility to make sure that none of their impaired guests attempt to drive when leaving the party. Now, one other thing we do, and this is extremely important, we investigate all potential insurance coverages. Not only do we look at all policies that afford liability coverage to the at-fault driver, we look at any other policies that the injured victim might have available to them. We look to see if the injured victim's own insurance policies provide MedPay coverage, which is like health insurance on their vehicle. This MedPay policy could help pay for some of the medical bills up to the limits of coverage. And we also check to see if they have any policies that afford underinsured motorist coverage. It's our job to find all sources that are out there that can help pay benefits to the injured victims. I've been a very active person trying to work against drunk driving laws here in Georgia and trying to keep drunk drivers off the roads. I've been working with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or MAD, and I even served on their advisory board here in Georgia. We want to keep drunk drivers off of our roads, and we want to prevent these wrecks from ever happening. So please, let me stress this to everyone. Please plan ahead if you're going to go out and celebrate. Have a designated driver that doesn't drink to show for you. Now, if you or someone you love has been injured by a drunk driver, please give me a call right away to discuss your potential case. You have absolutely nothing to lose by calling me, but think of all you can lose if you don't.